brought to you by Penguin.
To Denise, for the right book at the right time.
The Amazing Maurice and His Educated Rodents by Terry Pratchett. Read by Ariyon Bakare with Bill Nighy and Peter Serafinowicz. Chapter 1. One day, when he was naughty, Mr. Bunsey looked over the hedge into Farmer Fred's field, and it was full of fresh green lettuces. Mr. Bunsey, however, was not full of lettuces. This did not seem fair. From Mr. Bunsey Has an Adventure. Rats! They chased the dogs and bit the cats. But there was more to it than that. As the Amazing Maurice said, it was just a story about people and rats, and the difficult part of it was deciding who the people were and who were the rats. But Militia Grimm said it was a story about stories. Part of it began, on the mail coach that came over the mountains from the distant cities of the plain. This was the part of the journey that the driver didn't like. The way wound through forest and around mountains on crumbling roads. There were deep shadows between the trees. Sometimes, he thought, things were following the coach, keeping just out of sight. It gave him the willies, and on this journey, the really big willy was that he could hear voices. He was sure of it. They were coming from behind him, from the top of the coach, and there was nothing there but the big oilcloth mail sacks and the young man's luggage. There was certainly nothing big enough for a person to hide inside. But occasionally, he was sure he heard squeaky voices whispering. There was only one passenger at this point. He was a fair-haired young man sitting all by himself inside the rocking coach, reading a book. He was reading slowly and aloud, moving his finger over the words. "Uberwald," he read out. "That's Uberwald," said a small, squeaky but very clear voice. "The dots make it a sort of long oo sound, but you're doing well." "Uberwald. There's such a thing as too much pronunciation, kid," said another voice, which sounded half asleep. "But you know the best thing about Uberwald. It's a long, long way from Stolat. It's a long way from Pseudopolis. It's a long way from anywhere where the commander of the watch says he'll have us boiled alive if he ever sees us again. And it's not very modern. Bad roads, lots of mountains in the way. People don't move about much up here, so news doesn't travel very fast, see?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?